guys. So let's have a talk. So I'm just gonna give away the bullet points right now to you guys about this NFL season status, in my opinion, and then I'll go into it in more detail. So the NFL season is not starting on time, in my opinion. I think it will be delayed a couple of months, but I still think that it will get pushed back to a point that it will be played somehow, whether it's a full 16 game slate or not. We're gonna see about that in later hand. Also, I think there's also a lot of things they should be learning right now, especially with what's going on with the Marlins outbreak, especially what the NBA and Lou Williams has done. They should have learned a lot of stuff about that, which I'll get into more depth in this video. So, if you're just not looking for the bullet points, not looking for the details, there you go. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. For those that do care about it, let's get into it because I got a whole notepad here ready to go. So, what's the status of the season right now, you think? Well, as of right now, and I think a lot of people are saying this, is that the NFL season should not start on time. Now, I do think that they should not start it this coming fall for many reasons. I think they could easily push it back to the spring because that way they won't have to lose the money, and I think there's a very good chance that either a vaccine could be developed by then. And I think that they could easily then pull off the season just like that. But I think the difference is that I think that we should basically take this into account really quickly. Football is a very high contact sport. And I think the NFL really realizes is that because there are injuries that happen during a game every single week, they think about this as basically as an injury and that you can just replace your starters. That's why I feel like, as much as the other leagues have been taking this seriously, this is why the NFL has always wanted to keep going on as planned. This is a not like a non-injury type sport. This is a very highly injury type sport where their injuries happen often. So, if you take that into account, that's why they're acting as normal because they don't think it's just like an injury and that it's going to not affect how it is and they can just replace him with their starters. Now, do I think it will get canceled? No. As you know, guys, that there's a lot of money at stake here. And I think actually before we get into this, let me just say this really quickly. Canceling a season here would basically devastate everybody, including myself as I am a huge football fan. But it's just at this point in time, it does not seem to be able to play right now because you can't have these guys sweating, breathing, tackling, jumping, all that sort of stuff on each other with especially with all these players who want to not play. Like literally, the Patriots, 6 players opted out because basically they were concerned over the virus, including a Pro Bowler of Dante Hightower, basically is opting out, which is a huge, huge blow for them. And I think that if you just give them the time to to let the virus go by a little bit, learn a little bit more about it, see if a vaccine gets developed or not, and then delay it until a little bit later, maybe the beginning of next year, it would be a really great decision for them because it will absolutely give them the time to learn about it more, watch some of the other sports and see what they're doing, and then learn from there and then carry on with their season. Especially as with the other sports. As you guys already know, the Marlins literally had a huge outbreak, and now 15 Marlin players have tested positive and 2 players have tested positive, which brings the total to 17. Now, I don't think that this is a huge deal because I think that if you're watching some of those games, and if you have watched some of those games, you will see that in the dugout after home runs, they're high fiving and shaking hands with each other. That's the easiest way this virus is spread. And I think the easiest way the NFL can easily learn from this is that they easily can make them such a rule where they easily prevent it. So like it's sort of like a bubble except when off the field. Traveling will not be an issue because traveling you only travel on a Saturday and then you travel back home on that Sunday. Now, that's not a huge issue, but the huge issue is what are the other ways that you can easily spread it while off the field? Well, that is easily with high fiving, shaking hands, not social distancing off the field. Now, with that, I feel that there will be a time where we are going to see a big spike, but I don't think they're going to stop it. But I do think that if we have to make it the right decision now, delay it a little bit and then just carry on with it when it's the right time. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me. Subscribe, hit that bell. I mean, subscribe, ring that bell to get notified of all my videos. Leave in the comment section below what you think is going to happen with the season. Do you think it should be delayed? Do you think it should start on time? Do you think it will start on time? Do you think it'll be playing full games? And so on and so forth. But until next time, I am a sports nerd. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Go Chiefs, baby.